Namaste guys, Rajesh here for Namaste Tech, and in this video I'm going to do a speed test, multitasking and NAND storage comparison between the Moto E4 Plus and the Redmi Note 4. The Redmi Note 4 is clearly the more powerful of the two handsets here, but the way Motorola has priced the E4 Plus, the handset ends up competing with the base variant of Xiaomi's offering. Despite its inferior specifications though, the Moto E4 Plus does have one advantage up its sleeve. It runs on a neo-stock build of Android Nougat, while the Redmi Note 4 runs on MIUI 8, which is very heavy, and it clearly has a negative effect on the performance of the phone. So in this video, let's see how the Redmi Note 4 with its powerful hardware and heavy software stacks up against the Moto E4 Plus with its inferior hardware but superior software in our speed test, multitasking and NAND storage comparison. As always though, a quick look at the specifications of both handsets before we proceed with the test. The Moto E4 Plus comes with a quad-core 1.3 GHz MediaTek chipset, which is paired with the Mali T720 GPU, and the variant sold in India comes with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage space. Then there's the Redmi Note 4, which comes with an octa-core Snapdragon 625 chipset clocked at 2 GHz, an Adreno 506 GPU, and this variant here sports 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage space. So in our usual speed test comparison, which involved opening 8 set of applications, including the likes of Asphalt Extreme, Temple Run 2, Hill Climb Racing 2, Snapseed, and Photoshop Lightroom, the Redmi Note 4 took 1 minute and 4 seconds, while the Moto E4 Plus was 8 seconds slower and took 1 minute 12 seconds. Now, I was actually expecting a bit of a bigger gap between the performance of these two devices, especially since the Redmi Note 4 comes with a substantially more powerful processor. However, thanks to the Moto E4 Plus running a near-stock build of Android, the handset was only 8 seconds slower than the Redmi Note 4. This difference is something that you are going to definitely notice in real life, especially while using heavy games and applications, but it's not really a deal breaker per se. After all, the Moto E4 Plus wins over the Redmi Note 4 purely on the basis of its stock Android experience. Moving on to a multitasking comparison, both phones did not unload any single application or game, which has now become the par for almost any smartphone that we have tested. At the end of the comparison, the Redmi Note 4 had almost around 1 GB of free RAM, while the Moto E4 Plus had around 450 MB of unused RAM. Moving on to the NAND storage speed comparison, the 32 GB NAND on the Redmi Note 4 was faster than the one on the Moto E4 Plus in the sequential read and the random read benchmarks, though the NAND on the Moto E4 Plus was faster in the random write benchmark, which should help with faster app installation times. So in the end, the results of this video were not really surprising. The Redmi Note 4 with its powerful specifications was already a favorite to win this comparison, and it did. The Moto E4 Plus, however, put up a strong fight despite coming with inferior specifications. I'll still not recommend the Moto E4 Plus to anyone purely because of its weaker chipset that will start showing its age very quickly. For the price that the Moto E4 Plus commands, you should really consider going in for the Redmi Note 4 or even the Redmi 4, as they will have a longer lifespan than Moto's latest budget offering. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you liked it. Make sure to hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so.